Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Suzy Ward, channeling Matthew Ward, January 4, 2023. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. Many are sensing the air feels supercharged with change. And that is indeed an apt description of activity worldwide to eliminate darkness. Last year's noteworthy progress now is being escalated on Earth and beyond. The light forces versus dark forces battle also is being waged off-planet. For many decades, dark ones in some of your military organizations and corporations have been working secretly with members of other civilizations in space projects with negative intentions. Just as darkness on Earth is coming to light so it can be vanquished, so it will be with the dismantling of those projects that are using technology most think exists only in science fiction novels and movies. In the not-too-distant future, the technology will be used benevolently on the planet. Everything to rid Earth of darkness is progressing according to the divine plan conceived by the highly evolved souls in charge of the Milky Way galaxy in conjunction with the highest universal council. It is at that height of divine order you were chosen to participate because you are the strongest of the billions of souls who volunteered. You don't remember that you knew then, you are pure love light energy, the only weapon the darkness has no defense against, and well experienced in the mission you undertook. Dear ones, trust what we often have told you, simply by being, you are helping our Earth family transform their world, your light is that powerful. All truths becoming publicly known is part of Earth's vast cleansing, and with all activity amping up, it might seem that soon those truths will be coming forth. That is most unlikely. If all revelations came simultaneously, the collective psyche of Earth's civilization would go into shock. That would block the people's ability to respond rationally and undo most of Lightworkers' progress in awakening them. Therefore, so we are told, the plan is to first reveal what you could call easier to accept truths, and other areas where pervasive deception, corruption and depravity existed, and some still are being uncovered and eradicated, will be disclosed when the civilization can assimilate another wave of stunning information. We have been asked what NESARA is, also when it will be implemented, and we don't know the answer to when. To briefly explain, the United States legislation, National Economic Security and Reformation Act, has two primary provisions and both are complex. The first, establishing the sovereign republic the founders intended, requires abolishing the current government. Only a comparative handful of the populace know that a few centuries ago that country's governance was surreptitiously set up as a privately owned corporation, and all citizens are its employees. Discussions are underway about how best to handle this situation with minimum confusion and partisan politics backlash. This isn't a political matter. This is ridding that nation of the Illuminati influence that quickly crossed the Atlantic Ocean after the colonies won independence from British rule. Once that secret society entrenched itself in every institution, system, and organization that impacts life in that country, it spread north and south of the state's borders. The second primary provision forms a new global economy, that is why G was added to NESARA, and ends current forms of banking, lending, stock markets and currency trading the Illuminati established so they could amass fortunes. Headway is being made to obtain those funds, which were acquired illegally and immorally, so they can be used to end impoverishment worldwide. This provision also will end the Federal Reserve System. It has nothing at all to do with federal, and its collection arm, the Internal Revenue Service. The feds are a consortium of bankers whose influence spans the globe like an octopus with 1,000 arms. In the new system, all national currencies will be based on precious metals, thereby leveling the global economic playing field. Although we can't give you a time frame for the implementation of those provisions, with everything in acceleration mode, and vibratory levels continuing to rise, all benevolent changes are coming closer. Your confidence and patience will be rewarded. I heard Gaia wants her entire population to go with her back to high fifth density. Do you know how long it will be before everyone wakes up? First, let us clarify back to high fifth density. The loved soul Gaia always has been in that density where she originated and, with God, co-created her planetary body that now is called Earth. Only her body descended to low third density when darkness pervaded a series of civilizations. Throughout the eons that her love and caring were with her life forms living in 3D conditions, Gaia's evolvement status remained high fifth density. It is similar with you, dear brothers and sisters. You are in third density bodies because you went to Earth to help the civilization awaken so they can evolve. But you are not those bodies, you are souls with the same high density evolvement status as when you volunteered for this lifetime. Now then, 80-some years ago an infusion of massive light from powerful spiritually evolved civilizations let Earth jar loose from her dense moorings and start ascending. It was indeed Gaia's desire then that her entire population also ascend into successively higher planes of light. However, as time passed, she realized that she had to choose whether to continue her ascension pace or slow down considerably, and wait for all her humankind to awaken spiritually and consciously, personal ascension. Gaia did not want to delay the benefits of higher vibratory planes to souls who were advancing along the ascension pathway, so she kept her pace steady. Her awareness of the mindset of her peoples led her accept that not all were ready to live in fourth and fifth density civilizations. Some would not believe religious dogma were devised to control the masses, some would not believe that most science taught is incorrect, and others were soundly sleeping in the familiarity of bigotry, unjustness, financial disparity, and other low vibratory societal conditions. Rather than embrace truths in change, at soul level they will choose to leave this lifetime. Who transitions to spirit life for that reason and who transitions in accordance with the lifespan chosen in soul contracts is pertinent only to those souls. What is important is, Gaia is joyfully on target in her ascension course. What kind of world will it be if today's children aren't capable of being tomorrow's leaders in governments, corporations, legal, and justice systems, education, communication, transportation, and technology? That email, which expressed the same concerns as many others have, too, also cited worrisome circumstances, psychological effects of isolation and interruption of classroom education due to pandemic mandates, potential health issues from vaccines and widespread pollution, unstable national economies, bleak employment opportunities for children who can't afford college as industries become more robotic, warmongering and increased military spending. While those are logical considerations in this moment, let us tell you about numerous effective factors in addition to children's remarkable capacity for resiliency and adaptability to circumstances. The confident outlook and encouragement of parents, teachers, counselors and others whom children respect gives them confidence and inspires them to do well in undertakings. Lightworkers, the high vibrations of your optimism and feelings of security will benefit people of all ages and the domino effect can work wonders. As for potential health issues, intensifying light is changing cells from carbon-based to the crystalline structure that strengthens the immune system and provides resistance to toxicity that causes illness. Crystalline cells have another essential function. They enable bodies to thrive in the higher vibratory planes Earth is approaching. Let us digress a moment to reply to a related question. Please ask Matthew how we change cells from carbon to crystalline. Light is what changes cellular structure from carbon to crystalline, and persons who live in godly ways automatically absorb light. As God said, it is as simple as be kind. The new global economic system will stabilize all national economies, and as for education, the economic, institutional and cultural standards that have disadvantaged so many children will be undergoing numerous changes. All levels will be structured so that children are accommodated according to their interests, talents, skills and abilities, and cost will not be an issue from preschool throughout postgraduate. Changes will come more slowly where schooling for girls is made difficult, but continuously rising vibrations will end that unjustness, and ultimately unlimited educational opportunities will be available to every child in your world. April 4, 2022 message includes comprehensive details of changes. Warmongering will end, and money for military spending will be diverted to rebuilding national infrastructures, research and development projects, and other beneficial programs. Troops, no longer needed for national defense, will be otherwise employed, and employment itself will change dramatically to the benefit of the entire population. All those developments are indeed significant, but the most important effective factor is DNA. Let us give you a bit of background here. In the beginning, humans were designed with 12 strands of DNA. Bodies had no disease or disability, and the aging process ended at what you considered the prime of life, 30 or so years. Brain power was fully used, and so were all innate capacities. People communicated telepathically with the natural kingdom, manifested whatever they desired, traveled at the speed of thought, and soul-level knowledge reached consciousness. Because people were healthy in body, mind, and spirit, they could live for thousands of years if they wished before moving on to higher levels of self-discovery. Like everything else in existence, DNA is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. So, When dark forces entered the picture, their puppets devised another way to control inexperienced civilizations. They put into a state of dormancy 10 of the human's 12 strands of DNA, 2 were left active because that is the minimum for bodies to be functional. Thus, throughout the many long eras of darkness on the planet, most souls who incarnated there had bodies with only 2 active DNA strands. The correlation between DNA and crystalline cellular structure is this: the light in a body's countless cells nudges dormant DNA strands to reactivate. Starting some time ago, many souls on Earth came in with a level of spiritual and conscious awareness possible only when more than 2 strands are active. These individuals have advanced intelligence levels, ancient wisdom, spiritual and moral integrity, and the innate desire to achieve international peace, equality, prosperity and life in harmony with nature. They are tomorrow's leaders. Have no concerns about them. As souls with increasing numbers of strands continue incarnating on Earth, unity will come to the collective consciousness and the Golden Age can bloom in all its glorious fullness. Beloved brothers and sisters, light beings throughout this universe honor you and support you with the power of unconditional love. Love and peace. Suzanne Ward. Website, thematthewbooks.com. Email, suzy@matthewbooks.com. Please send all questions and comments to suzy@matthewbooks.com. All messages from December 2003 to date are archived on www.matthewbooks.com.